Okay, so today we're gonna take a really quick look at Voyager, downloading it, installing it in our USB. Now what we're gonna do, this site will be linked in description to download the image file, which would be this one right here. And then when you load it, you would just click OK. Looks like I have it already, as you see here. And as you see, when it starts, it will be 4.4 gigabytes. I'm not going to, because I already have it. At this point, you are ready to click close here. And as you see, you have them both right here. You need Balena Etcher. I will leave a link on description for that one too if you don't have it. Then, all you have to do is extremely easy. You take a USB, I'm gonna use a 32 gigs. It doesn't matter, the USB. Preferably 3.0 would be faster if you have 3.0. Plug it in one of your 1500 USB ports, then the rest will be back on the computer. And we are back in here. We don't need to scan it right now. Take Balena Etcher, open it up, flash from file, and then we find the file that we put here, Voyager 23.10 AMD 64 ISO. We click open, and now we select the target. The target would be this USB device right here, 31 gigs it says here, but it doesn't matter, yours might be different. Make sure you don't select any of your hard drives or extra drives you have in your system. 100% you have to be sure it's this one, because look, I have more drives here. So this will be my device. Select it, flash, and yes, when it's prompted to get in there, and just wait for the flashing to finish. And at the end here, when it says format, do not format. It will say it a million times. Cancel, cancel. It will say is not accessible because, of course, we just did a format and a third format here. Nope, we're not going to format. We are done. And when it says one successful target, you are really good to go. You can close this window and make sure you safely eject here. Make sure you know which drive is yours. I'm gonna click this one, and now we are ready to take it to the laptop that we're gonna do this install with. Before we go there, I gotta warn you, the audio quality will change. So let's go there. And here we are with the HP 6460B, ready to go with a USB. And we just open it. Yes, they used to have latches, and I actually like that, believe it or not. So now I'm gonna do it kind of old style looking. I'm not gonna just grab the display, but instead I will watch the display from a POV standpoint, like it or not. Now, if you don't know what POV is, you'll learn. Just watch this video and it will all come clear to you. Let me plug in the USB here first. Press the start. If I'm not wrong, F9 should be our boot menu. Yep. And I will go from USB hard drive, which will be one of these here. Try or install Voyager. In this case, we're gonna do try or install. Definitely that. Hit enter and wait for it to start slowly and gradually. And as you see, here's our Voyager logo, and it should start in just a minute. By the way, I only have an i5 on this laptop, 16 gigs of RAM. It should be more than enough, but I just wanted to try it on this one before I try it on my main machine and make it kind of a daily driver. I like to test things first, just in case I don't like it and it doesn't do what I want. And as you see, we're inside the laptop now. So what we're gonna do is attempt to install the system once this stuff here finishes loading. And then after this window, you choose your language, whichever fits you. Unfortunately, if you speak multiple languages, you cannot choose them all at the same time, but slowly you can do that. And no, I'm not going to connect to any network here. I'm just going to continue because we're going to do the light version real quick. And then when we get inside the computer, I'll show you how it looks from the inside. Normal installation, I'll do minimal. The absolute minimal, just so we don't really do anything else. Okay, erase disk. and install Voyager. That's what I'm gonna do. Make sure you can afford to erase everything on that disk. We're gonna click continue here. That's just warning us. If we continue, it will erase everything and all that. I'm gonna leave the time where it's at, even though it's wrong, but it's okay. Your name, I guess we're just put Voyager. Voyager, perfect. Okay, and we're not gonna do a password, log in automatically. Password's gonna be a very hard one. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros and 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Continue, and we're just gonna install it. And when it finishes installing, we'll just show you from the inside then. And here we are inside Voyager. Really nice and clean looking system. 2310, really nice. 23rd year and the 10th months. Here we have some info on the left side. Let's go to the software, which you might spend some more time inside here. And you will have all the apps you would need, at least basic apps, without going to the, very well known. This is your create app, where you would find photo editors, video editors, radios. Blender is right there too. I'm not going to install any of them. Here are the pre-installed apps that come in here. They're really nice actually. Maps, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use that much, but it's good to have it right here. Language support, which would be Google Translate, BleachBit, and BleachBit as root. And the rest is extensions, LibreWolf, KeyPass XC, Firewall Configurator, Software Updater, which of course is there, Rhythmbox, Music Player, Radio again, Video Player, Video Editor. That's good to have. PDV, I've never used it before, but I'll give it a shot later. GNU image editor, or photo editor, that would be. Transmission, which is to download torrents. I am really happy to see screen copy right here as well. Here's some utilities that you would use if you want to. I see some French words there, but don't count me on that. I'm not gonna try to say those words. Gestionnaire d'archives. Maybe. If you're Canadian or French, let me know if I said it right. I bet I did not. Let's get out of here. This is just enough for you to see what's in the utilities and software updates again that I saw. What else do we have here? Looks like there's quite a few actually preloaded. Of course, the screen copy is something that makes me really happy about, because you can mirror your phone screen via USB to your computer and have fun with it. Especially if you're recording with your phone, you can use that as a monitor. Synaptic Package Manager, Startup Applications, Color Hog, CCMX Loader, Color Hog Display again, additional drives. If you have NVIDIA, you would use this one to get additional drives going in, or drivers, LibreOffice, or like Word Office and all that good stuff, OS Uninstaller, Boot Repair, Stick USB Formatter, USB Image Writer, and Startup Disk Creator. I like this one for some reason. Tilde and Terminal, of course, Dconf Editor, GNOME Manager, Power Statistics, Firmware Update, NVIDIA Server, OBS Studio I downloaded, QBTorrent I downloaded, on Google Chromium I downloaded, and Winetricks I downloaded. Here are some games that actually came with it. Really nice to see Pac-Man making it in 2023. And here, if you hit the menu or Windows button on the keyboard, it comes up from the top. You can change that to come from the bottom. As you see, it's really snappy actually, really kind of fluid moving. I like this sound and video that you would have your editors, Office, Internet, and all the apps done. Here's the virtual monitor that, for example, let's say the big line is on the left side. If I go to the second monitor, that big line goes on the second side. If I click it, it will stay on that second side. That means we are on the second monitor, or virtual monitor, or workspace. Here are the menu, which is interestingly looking like Android 13 for some reason. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it looks like Android 13, including the voice and all that stuff, or sound, I would say. Nightlight goes quite deep. I'm not sure you can see it, but I see it. Dark style. Let me grab a folder to show you how dark style looks on this one. As you see, this is dark style right now. Let me put it back on bright, so just so you can see it. And this is the bright version of the settings. Auto rotate if you're installing it on a tablet. That's a thing. Here is the extra settings that you would go to advanced settings or the GNOME tweaks. And these are all the stuff that you change, including the mouse pointer, that it comes with the Oreo pink. This one here, I don't hate it, but I'm not a big fan of it. That's why I will switch it back to the regular mouse that I'm just used to having it in everything that I do. Here is the other settings: fonts, keyboards and mouse, startup applications, top bar, Windows title bar, Windows tweaks that you can do here, how Windows start and stop. And now let me just show you really quick, for example, here on the private window that you can launch directly. This is from Mozilla. Of course, it comes pre-installed with Mozilla browser, and I'm glad to see that the private window launcher right away, right on the bottom. Let's go to the apps again really quick and take a look at Terminal, which you will probably spend some time on it, even though you may not like it just like me. But just to do a single update, or regular updates, right? You would do sudo space apt-get space update. Of course, you have to enter your password here, and this is how you get updates. And most of the packages or software will be, unfortunately, installed this way. Not the easiest way, especially if you're coming from Windows, but you know, you have to weigh your ins and outs of what you want versus what is there. Let me search for some software, for example, Filmora will not be here. And as you see, no app found because Filmora does not exist here, and that you will have to go through Wine and all that good stuff, which is not the easiest, but it's not that hard. There's millions of tutorials on YouTube. WhatsApp, for example, is here. WhatsApp is there too. I don't know what WhatsApp is, but it's there. And yes, WhatsApp exists here. Let me search for Brave. It should be, yes, Brave is here. Really good browser, by the way. And you can search from Flatpak and other distributions. Let me go back to probably some app that has other options, so just so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Explorer. Let me go to weather, probably the weather widget here. It is installed already. This one is from Ubuntu, and that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, from Snap, from Debian, and Flatpak itself, which is the FlatHub. This is really good to have. I'm really happy to see that you have multiple options at the same time. Even though, okay, this is just Ubuntu 23. It's not really anything groundbreaking. So let's check for video editor here. Kdenlive is what I use, and Shotcut. So Kdenlive is quite good. I would compare it to, I would say, DaVinci Resolve. Let me show you some screenshots of Shotcut first here, just so you guys could see it. This is Vidiot. Okay, before we go there, let me show you Vidiot. This is probably what we used to have, or similar to what we used to have in Windows XP, the Windows Movie Maker, if you remember it. This one seriously gives me vibes from Windows Movie Maker of the old. Of course, this is from Snap both times. It's the latest candidate, it says. Now let me just show you real quick Kdenlive. Not Shotcut. It's not bad, but Kdenlive is what I want to show you. This one is completely, to me, almost like using DaVinci Resolve. So if you go from DaVinci Resolve to this one, it will feel awfully familiar to you on design, on usability, and all that. Debian and Flatpak are the packages here, and that's just a few of them that I would go. Olive is not bad, but it's kind of limited. And besides that, really, there's not many things to show you, because the rest is all based on your needs, preferences, and use. And the search here, as I'm showing, it's actually really easy. It's similar to Apple search or iOS search, that you search something and it goes to all software and all that. Let's go to settings really quick. Wi-Fi, network, Bluetooth. I'm on airplane mode because I want to be there. Appearance, so you could change the background, the theme, and all that. You can install a different wallpaper. I really like this one that it came with, as you see. It's really cool and minimal. I like it. Ubuntu desktop, that you would change the size and position and docking and icons and all that good stuff. And you see the number 2 there is one of my monitors. It's 2 out of 4. Notifications, search. Do not include this weather app or Meteo on search, and you can include others if you want. Multitasking, the hot corner, that would be here on the side. For example, when you drag your folder, as you see, it will try to put it into a workspace that's different. Like here, we're not going to use it. Here's OBS Studio that I'm recording this video with. But in any case, these are all your apps that you can check the details. You can open and uninstall them if you want, and turn on and off notifications for all those SAT apps. There's the privacy that it would change your connectivity, screen lock, location, file history, diagnostics, and all that good stuff. Google, Nextcloud, Microsoft, and Microsoft Exchange, IMAP, SMTP are your options if you want to sign in with an online account. Sharing, of course, if you use that. Sound settings are here right below. Power, display, mouse, touchpad, keyboard, printers, and all that good stuff would be some of the things that you would use in this beautiful and quite clean desktop environment that is Ubuntu or Ubuntu. This one is actually called Voyager 23.10, and I hope you enjoyed this video so far. I really enjoyed making it, and I enjoyed installing it. I might end up installing this on my main machine, as at least in one of the SSD drives that I have on the side connected to this machine, so I can start from this Ubuntu if I wanted to, that I've been doing with Zorin on the side of Windows. So I will have a third operating system as an option if I wanted to. And as I said, links will be down in the description for everything you saw and heard on this video. And I hope you will like and subscribe this video, share it with somebody that you think might need it, and we will see you next time. Bye!